Hey geniuses, John Prosser from the Genius Bar podcast. Listen, before we start the show, I just want to give a quick mention at the top of this episode to my friend Pork Tacos. That's just one of the 50 menu items that you get to choose from every single week at HelloFresh.com/Genius16. Get 16 free meals plus 3 free gifts by going to HelloFresh.com/Genius16. Use code Genius16. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring the top of this episode. Speaking of that, let's do that part, the episode part. Yes!
John, we made it! We
Yes!
made it through the tech drone!
Oh, that was so close, dude. We didn't do the episode yesterday. We didn't record because we're like, maybe there's a chance that the invites drop today, and they did. We have invites. Apple event is real. Marcus Germontis. Okay.
Dude,
Marcus Germontis
we did it.
strikes again.
Marcus Germontis. You did it.
Marcus Gerscrumptious.
Dude, the man's such a tease. I tweeted him yesterday after the invites don't come out. For context, the invites are supposed to come out on a Tuesday. Like if it's
hi, Genius
I say
Bar.
for context.
Hello, we're back. Okay.
I think they know.
Okay.
They have.
They better know at this point.
So yeah, basically in the past for the 4 digital events we had in 2020, they would send it out 7 days in advance. If there's a digital event that was on a Tuesday, they would send the invites out the prior Tuesday.
Yes. The only time that wasn't true was last year. I think it was October, but that was because the day that it was supposed to go out, it was like Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day. So it was like, a holiday or something. Do you call that a holiday? What do you call that? A federal holiday.
Sure. Well, my thing is, are they switching to 6 days? Because now 2 events in a row, they've done 6 days before.
I think they're doing whatever keeps us on our toes.
I don't like that. I like to be able to predict.
Yesterday, well, when we say yesterday, I guess it's 2 days ago for the people listening
and watching.
They
did have some news yesterday.
Yesterday, when we thought the invites were coming, I think they didn't put them out because it was also the same day they announced the Russia stuff.
I did think about that.
And they didn't
once
want
that
to
story came out.
They didn't want to do, hey, no more products in Russia. Also, come watch our event.
But does a day really make a difference? I mean, I know it does.
To Tim Cook, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, tomorrow, they'll forget all about this.
Is that the right thing?
I feel
to
like
stop selling products to Russia? I mean, I feel like it is, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I guess. It just...
I mean,
like the citizens aren't... I mean, some of the citizens are assholes, but there's there's a lot of people in Russia that are just regular everyday people that are just like... on their iPad, on their iPhone, and then they're just like scrolling through the news, and then Tim Cook's like, no, you cannot has.
Yeah. I mean, like, I hope this works. Like, I hope Ukraine can, like, not... Like, I hope they make it. That would be really bad. Like,
it's a hairy situation because I feel like anything could happen between the time we're recording this and by the time it goes out tomorrow. Yeah.
No, I hope... I mean, I feel like I'm being careful when talking about it just because I feel like I don't know that much about the history. And like, I watched one like 20, 30-minute video about how...
So pretty much you're an expert now.
The balding dude that like runs Russia is like, he has some grievances, but...
yeah, some grievances.
It's really sad. Like it's horrible to like see the stories and the videos coming out. And anytime you're going out and killing people, I feel like that's just bad.
Yeah,
like
it's
crazy that in 2022 we're still like straight up killing people.
Yeah, the president though, the Ukrainian president, what a fucking G. Okay, what a G.
Yeah.
The dude was a stand-up comedian.
Really?
Did you know this? Dude.
No. This is how much I don't know.
He was a stand-up comedian, okay? He played in a movie where he was elected president. Then the people were like, you should actually run. We'll vote you in. He runs in like 2019 or something, and they actually voted him in, and he's actually the president. He's like 44 years old. He was a stand-up comedian. Like in previous job titles, stand-up comedian is at the top of the list. And now he's wild. A fucking gangster, dude. Now,
dude, anything's possible.
This dude that was a stand-up comedian that everyone's like, oh, we can't take this dude seriously. one of the bravest, best leaders you could have asked for in a situation like this. What a fucking G, dude.
I feel like he's done a really good job.
What a G. And it's just like no matter what happens, he's in the history books now, and he knows that.
That's cool.
Yep.
Shout out to Ukraine.
Shout out to
I should have made my lights blue and yellow. Just imagine that the other one behind me is yellow.
Dude, let's say fuck this. No Genius Bar in Russia.
Can we do that? Can we block a country?
Email Audio Boom like figure it out. Don't let the show come out in Russia.
Putin comes out. He's like,
let it come out for the good citizens somehow. The bad ones, don't let them hear it.
I have stopped war because of Genius Bar.
Yes. And just like that, Vladimir Putin has retreated.
What if it came out that like Putin was a huge Genius Bar fan?
And he's like oh, fuck.
What if he's listening right now? Dude,
what
stop.
about my Genius Bar? That's the German accent. He's not German.
Yeah, I'm really bad at accents. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Got him.
That was deep. That was deep. So there's an Apple event, John.
There is an Apple event. Here, I'll play this.
Aside from the craziness of the world,
does it feel weird, Sam?
The world right now? Yeah, dude.
Like, so we waited yesterday, obviously, Tuesday, the day that event invites usually would come out. And it didn't come out, and I was like, you know what? The most likely scenario here is there was an event on March 8th, but they decided that they shouldn't do it because, awful stuff is happening. It's hard. My brain cannot, it's not that I wanted them to cancel the event. I don't want that. But there's as I get excited, there's also okay, potentially nuclear war, but Apple event. So that's cool. New iPad Air, everybody. Hell yeah.
Russia's really putting a damper on the hype this round.
They're definitely going to talk about Ukraine, right?
I feel like they will. Because I think they already announced they were donating some money or matching employee donations to funds to support Ukraine. Tim Cook tweeted out his support. Yeah, it's weird.
Speaking of
I don't
Tim,
know how you really balance.
Did you notice he hasn't tweeted the event? Anything about the event?
He doesn't usually tweet about the event.
Oh, he doesn't?
The invites, I feel like he doesn't. He'll tweet the day of.
Greg does, but I thought for some reason I thought Tim would or retweeted or something, but he left his most recent tweet, which is about Ukraine, up.
That makes sense. Can we get Jaws on the show? I feel like he'd be really fun to have on.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a good chance of that.
I mean, he's like the guy in charge. He's like the head of marketing now, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the last guy, the last head of marketing, blocked me on Twitter. So,
Dude, why did that happen? So you got blocked by Phil Schiller years ago now?
But yeah, a year and a half or so. Yeah, I don't know why. I've never tweeted him ever, which means he went out of his way to go to my Twitter and block me.
It was because you were leaking things? Probably?
Yes, probably. I don't know.
Phil Schiller does seem like the type to be really sad or really angry.
He probably just saw me in one Forbes article and was like, who is this guy? Fuck this guy. I find him. Fuck him.
Yeah. I don't know. I never had a super positive impression of Phil Schiller, but he also I feel like he was a very down to business guy. That's the vibe he gave me, was we're getting this done. We're selling a bunch of products. It didn't give me the Cook vibes where it'd be human rights.
Yeah, I feel like if anyone came to work and joked about anything, he'd be like, okay, but what do you have to show me?
Steve Jobs vibes, I think, would be it. Which makes sense because I think he was there when Steve was there, right? I guess Tim was too, but Tim's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
It's a whole new Apple. So what does the invite mean? You know the tagline? Have you seen it?
Peak performance. What if there are no new products and it's just we will give you a look at future stuff. Bye. Because it's spelled PEEK.
No, I know. That's what makes me think they're going to preview something. But then I was like, what? Everybody, I've seen the comments. They're like, are they going to do the AR glasses, the VR headset? And I was like, would they do the VR headset?
That'd be really cool.
And then be like, it ships early next year.
I would say, so normally I'd be like, no, that'd be kind of ridiculous. But if they don't have anything for this event, if it's literally just iPhone SE and iPad Air, I wouldn't be shocked if they're like, also look at this, what we're working on for the future.
Well, I think there's going to be a new Mac Mini though, right?
I hope so. And I hope it's not the M2 Mac Mini.
I think it'll be M1 Pro and M1. I mean, the chips are done, right? Like they've done it already. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard to put
and
inside
I feel like
just
you
of a
can't
new metal.
say peak performance for the M2 chip.
But it is new. It's a new peak for the M1.
I guess. But okay, like for the world, right? For most consumers, I do want the M2 chip to come out. I feel like that'll sell really well. And the M1 chip just did so much for the industry. I would love to see an M2 chip for everybody else. But for us, like in the tech community, for me, I want the M1 Pro and M1 Max because I will buy that immediately. Like, won't even hesitate. I'll buy it before pre-orders are up. I'll figure it out.
You won't buy it like 4 months late like you did for the MacBook Pro and then cancel your order
buddy,
when it's 2
you.
days
How
away.
about that?
Dude, I just can't believe you're still editing on an M1. Like, how are you still using an M1?
Well, first of all, that's just a testament to the M1.
I know. It's like, I mean, I need more power than the M1 Max that I've got.
But new camera for Front Page Tech, this wouldn't do it.
What, not going to make it? Because you're going to be editing, what, 12K? 16K?
8K. Trying
KKK?
to edit that on the M1.
John, we don't edit in KKK here. Come on.
Yeah. trying to edit on the M1 will just be like, trying to put 8K footage on my M1 chip is going to be like Russia invading Ukraine. It won't work. The poor computer just won't be able to handle it.
The president of Russia is going to be in there doing a stand-up set.
Yeah, the footage is basically Putin.
Jesus Christ.
Like, okay.
Show us what you got.
I'll tell the story on the show, but this is, okay, new lens for Front Page Tech, okay? Well,
wait, I have a question. What's that? What lens is that, first of all?
This is, there's a couple coming. This was the first one that showed up. This is the Sigma 24-70.
Okay.
I like the look of the art lenses more than Sony's native lenses. And then this is the cage for the camera that I don't have. The camera was supposed to be here. First it was supposed to be here last week. There's a whole story about that. I'll tell it at some point during the episode because we're talking about like important stuff right now. Oh, also this. I have a little teaser for everybody. I have a story about this Dr. Teal sleep spray with melatonin and essential oils. Stay tuned after the first ad.
So I feel like you've just introed 7 different parts of your life that you're about to share with us.
But
you know what else we should share with the people, John?
What should we share with the people, Sam?
Just Egg. We love Just Egg.
Yay, Just Egg.
They have a great URL too, ju.st.
Yeah. I'm out of my Just Egg now. I ate it all.
Guys, this next ad comes to you from a company that's cooking up the best omelets you'll have all year. And all while changing the world one egg at a time. It's called Just Egg. And we're excited to tell you about it. This feels like an Apple introduction.
I know. Dude, we should do like a crazy like dubstep intro for the do close-up camera shots of the Just Egg stuff. Hey, listen. You want save animals? You want good for environment, good for animals?
I do.
Just Egg.
I do.
Ad over. We
yeah.
did it.
That's why I eat my Just Egg.
Completely
because it comes
plant-based.
from plants. So we're helping save the planet. So that's nice if you're into the whole saving the environment thing. Man,
and if you love animals.
I love John, I don't know about you. I love animals.
I love animals, especially chickens. Right now, chickens are my favorite. I haven't told you that, but chickens are my favorite animal right now at this moment.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Can we get an applause for the chickens? Sam, can you give us an applause? Thank you. Thank you, chickens. Thank you so much.
Thank you, chickens. Because of you, we have Just Egg. And listen, you guys can get started with Just Egg today. Just go to ju.st, get started. It's Just Egg. It's really good eggs, John.
No, by the way, that's the real URL. Sam didn't mess it up. It's ju.st.
Just.
Buy Just Egg and save the chickens. On that. Just. Why don't they have that as their slogan? Save the chickens.
That's kind of like Chick-fil-A, right? Where they're like, eat more chicken. Because
it's the opposite of Chick-fil-A. This is anti-Chick-fil-A.
I mean, that is anyway, guys, Just Egg. Get it. Plant-based eggs. They're delicious.
Not eggs. They're not eggs.
It also has
that's the
same
whole point.
protein as a chicken egg and less saturated fat. So it's just better in every way.
They're
cool, guys,
eggs, but like, not eggs. Go to ju.st. Thanks for supporting the show. Just Egg. Okay.
You could call it Just Egg, John.
Just Egg.
Dude, we stumbled through that one.
I know,
that was getting
dude.
hairy at
These
the end.
brands are like, what are we paying them for? But it works. Our audience is the best. They're like, oh, listen, we know you fucked up that ad read. We're going to go buy it.
I did see comments where people were like, if they did 15 ads an episode, I would still watch every one. And
well, isn't that the point?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody would.
Somebody tweeted Sarah Dietschy was like, John and Sam actually try.
There was also somebody trying to start beef. Apparently Sarah Dietschy like made a joke or something about in one of her videos about people sitting through ad reads. And they were like, she's starting beef with you guys. And then she literally replied back and was like, no, that was hilarious what they did. It's all good. I was like, that's right, Sarah.
You're on still waiting on her check.
You're on team cancel. So far in this episode, we've made a number of jokes that
probably too soon.
Well, I mean, I think if they're pro-Ukraine,
you are so privileged, Sam. You're so white and privileged, okay?
I know.
With your Supreme shirt.
I know. But I feel... I can't say that.
Okay.
I feel...
All right.
All right. So
Apple event is happening.
Dude, my brain is everywhere. I went for a 4-mile run today. I haven't run
like
that
right
far
before
since
we
high
recorded?
school. No, dude, I did the thing.
Why would were you running from
great...
somebody? Like, were you being chased or what's going on?
I don't want to get into the details of that, but I will say it was 4 miles. Yeah, it was a quick pace.
Also, can we have a talk?
Sure, John. What do you want to talk about?
So, unlike you, I watch every single one of your videos. Because you're my best friend, okay? I watch every single one of them. And you started off a video making a joke about your ex like a few videos ago. Mm-hmm. But as I watched the video, you went hard. You were very upset about this ex thing. It was like the theme of the entire video. So I wanted to check, you good? Did someone hurt you? You okay?
Yeah, that was fully a bit. That wasn't targeted at any of my exes, like deadass. No, I'm making it. I like pictured all of my exes like watching that, and I was like, God, I hope they don't think this is about.
Did you
them.
like have to send a group text like, hey, by the way, a video's about to come out. Don't take it too seriously.
It's not. No, it literally was not about. To be fair, I actually haven't gotten texts from them since that video. I mean, not that I'm like actively in contact with everyone, but I
hey, just checking up on the roster.
It wasn't about them. The bit was because, of course, I come up with these 3 seconds before I hit record.
Yeah,
I'm pacing on the phone. And like it was playing into the archetype of the salty dude who lost the good thing that he had, so now he just blames everything on her. Like that was the character that I was playing, and I thought it would be funny. I think people liked it. There were some good outtakes for sure, but I was like, man, I hope they don't think this is because I don't have any active hate for I've been able to end things, not always mutually, but at least I feel like we're at a decent point of understanding. Do you have any like crazy exes or people you don't get along with? You're like, really?
Yes. Yes, all of them.
How many? All of them?
Bro,
does Karina know about them?
Of course. There was this one where I broke up with her, and when I broke up with her, it was like so she came to my house, like she had somebody else drive her to my house. She lived 2 hours away, and she had somebody else drive her thinking that if they drove her and then drove back, she'd be stuck there and I couldn't get rid of her. And I was like, hell no, fuck you, and broke up with her. And I put her in the car. I put all her shit in the car and I drove her back personally. And it was very awkward. Not a word was spoken. I got her at home, dropped her off. And it was one of those moments like out of a movie where she was on the floor grabbing my leg so I couldn't leave. And then months later, all right, I had like a graduation party to go to.
Is this in high school?
No, this is after high school. This is after.
Whoa. So you're like 18. You're over 18 at
this I'm probably like 19.
Okay, I'm just trying to get like a sense of how. Okay.
Yeah. So this is months later. I want to say like 6 months. 6 months later, I have like a graduation party to go to, so I am getting ready for the graduation party. And oh no, I was 21 because I remember being horribly hungover this day. So I and I actually did. I waited till I was of age to drink because I'm a fucking white person. What a loser.
We follow the rules here. U.S. code 746 says.
Dude, it was a train wreck. I was like, so I didn't know how to get drunk. I didn't know how that worked. And so I had a bunch of like twisted teas and I was like, I don't feel anything. I didn't realize that it was going to take a second. And so I just started chugging vodka. And about like, I don't know, 15 minutes later, I was a fucking train wreck, dude.
Yeah, dog.
I was like crawling on the floor. I couldn't stand up. I remember, I think Brian had cooked, he had like made spaghetti, a whole pot of spaghetti. Then I grabbed the pot, put my hands in it and went, spaghetti party, and just threw it all up over the ceiling, dude. And so the next day, I was horribly sick, had a horrible hangover, the first hangover of my life. I have a graduation party to go to. I get in the shower. When I get out of the shower, dog, she is in the bathroom.
In your house?
I left the door unlocked in the house like an idiot. She had come into the house, and was just standing in the bathroom by the time I got out of the shower.
Unprompted, you didn't know she was going to be there.
I hadn't talked to her in like 6 months.
Holy shit, I would freak the
She
fuck
just
out.
also knew the person at the graduation party and assumed we were going to go together.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God,
I was pretty. I was
dude.
like, okay,
Oh,
I'm either going to threaten to call the cops and she's gonna leave and this will end well, or she's going to end up wearing my skin and this is my last day on the earth.
Which one was it?
She killed me and wore my skin. This is me 2.0.
Yeah, so I'm talking to her now.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's crazy, man. I don't have any bad. I mean, I have like a number of like awkward stories, of course, but like I don't have any.
Like the one from a couple months ago when you broke up with that girl, you gave her COVID and then broke up with her during Christmas.
Didn't have COVID. We were never official.
But you did break up with her right on Christmas, right? Like a week before.
It was 15 days. So
Christmas
we're
adjacent.
Over the 2 week mark. Christmas adjacent. I don't remember what day it was.
I do, and so does she.
So let's talk about Apple's upcoming March 8th event.
So Gurman was right. It's funny, dude, because so a lot of people thought that my video today, we both did previews, whatever. A lot of people thought I actually knew the event title beforehand. No.
Yeah, explain how that works, John. How does the invite come out at 11, and then you have a video out at 11:10? How do it work?
What happened was,
that's impossible.
So I've had a fucking awful like 48 hours, or I don't know how many, like a few days. The other night, March 1st is when we expected invites, right? Tuesday. So on Monday night, I filmed that whole episode, like the whole preview. By the way, I will never do that shit again. It was not worth it. It did not get more views than a regular episode. I thought it was clever, pre-recording, whatever. Fucking everybody did that, dude. Everyone with an iPhone.
I didn't pre-record.
And a YouTube channel did it. I know, because
I don't
you're
like
smart.
pre-recording. No, I mean, to be honest, the video didn't perform super. And I think that people are just underwhelmed. Because we haven't heard about that thing that's going to come. Like maybe something's going to leak, but right now people are just like, I don't care about iPhone SE, I don't care about iPad Air.
And also, we have made the same video already 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. 4 weeks ago.
Yes. So I record the whole thing thinking that dude, and I'm usually the one that advocates for just don't try to be first, just do whatever you want.
You were, I think, the first though.
You're Sam Kohl, bro. Just do whatever the fuck you want. That's my advice. But then I do the opposite. I tell you that so then I can be first.
You beat me, dude. You beat me by hours. I was proud of you.
So, I record the night before. I leave a gap, like literally a 5-second gap, where as soon as the invites come out, I can just stand in the studio, My mic is always in the same spot. It will sound exactly the same. It won't sound like voiceover. I'll just say the name of the event, slap it in, export, upload. Ta-da. I had the thumbnail ready to go. All I had to do was put the picture of the invite in. I record, and my fucking camera did not record the show. I record for like 40 minutes. I put the SD card in. There's no footage.
No.
I know I was recording. I saw the fucking light.
Yeah.
No footage. So at 4 a.m, I go back to the studio and I film again.
This is this morning, technically?
Monday. This is...
Oh, this is just for the... So you filmed the preview of...
I recorded it twice, dude. And so I get that done and the invites don't come out. I was like, fuck me, man. Fuck me all the way. I get a little bit of sleep. I wake up. I do another episode, okay? There was no event invites, right? So I make a whole episode shitting on Mark Gurman, basically. I made fun of Mark for the way his shiesty wording of everything all the time, because he said on or around March 8th, because he's shiesty like that. And it was like a video. It was like a whole video about how there's no Apple event. So now I have 2 videos. And I sent them to you. I was like, whatever the outcome is today, I have a video ready. I had one video in case an event happens. And then I have another video, another episode if no event happens. The issue is, so the episode that is the preview, the one that actually went out today, that was in draft mode. And the one about no event, I had scheduled because I figured that would be the one that goes out. So I scheduled that for 11:15. The invites come out. I was texting you. I'm like in the middle of texting you. I'm up in the studio just in case, but I did not expect invites to come out.
Neither did I.
I was like
half-assed at my computer. Like, I'm texting people. Like, this is not a work environment.
I was texting you, and I just opened Twitter, and I see someone tweeted the invite, and I was like, another fake invite. Here we go.
That was my first take as well.
Yes.
And then I saw 2 people. Yeah, I saw 2 people tweet it, and then I was like,
When Marquez tweeted it, I know he's an honorable man. He wouldn't send a fake one, so that's how I knew it was real. I record the line. I run downstairs. I start putting the episode together. Got distracted. Look at the clock, and it's like 11:14. And I remember that I scheduled a whole video making fun of Mark Gurman to go out at 11:15. So, dude, I didn't even have time to go and private the video. I was not fucking around. I just went straight into the YouTube dashboard and deleted that whole thing. Like, I couldn't even... That was very close to
Dude,
like event invites, and then Front Page Tech comes out saying, "So no Apple event." God damn it, so close.
Can we watch it? Can we play it?
Well, I deleted it.
Feel like
I have a screenshot of the thumbnail though.
Yeah, give us the thumbnail.
This was going to be what released. So no Apple event.
It was the fake invite going around.
Yeah. But the invites went out, and here we are. What are you most excited for, Sam?
John, I am most excited for everything, because I am the number 1 Apple fan.
Everything.
I mean, listen, the Macs or the external display, can we... I know in my heart that there's going to be something at this event other than this boring stuff. I just don't know that
there has to be, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way. But see if, yeah, I mean, if they do a redesigned Mac Mini, that'll be a big deal because it'll be a redesigned Apple Silicon. I don't think the iMac Pro is coming.
No, I wish it was though, dude. I would do anything.
No, I know. Like it would make sense though.
Oh.
Okay, the colors.
That's just for iPad Air, right?
But there's 6 colors in the Apple logo on the invite, but there's only 5 colors in the current iPad Air lineup.
But there could be 6 this time, right?
There could be. What if it's the colors for the new MacBook Air? I mean, I'm just thinking cool. Like they did a colorful logo for the iMac. There was like 6 or 7 colors for the iMac. M2 would make sense. Why did we hear the MacBook Air wasn't coming now and got pushed back or something? Like
Gurman, I think, said it was like later this year or something. I don't know.
It would make so much sense to just drop it.
It would make sense for
No.
it. Bro, talking about this event reminds me just how good last year's April event was. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. It's probably one of my favorite. Whenever I put like little clips of products in my videos, I'd take it straight from Apple's event, so it's the highest quality. So I download this like 2 GB event, it takes forever, and then I'll play the intro just to like feel something sometimes. And they're so damn good, man. They are just wonderful.
The event was packed last year too. It was just like gem after gem.
So like that's the thing though, because even if it's just iPhone SE and iPad Air, I know I'm going to enjoy it. Just because I feel like we have not had an Apple event November, December, January, February. It has been a third of a year since essentially anything has happened. How have we made it that long? That sounds horrible.
I know.
And now we're here, and now we've got an event. And even if it is just iPhone SE, I'm sure there's going to be a new color. You know it's going to be on fleek.
On fleek? Excited. I haven't heard that in a while. You should be ashamed of yourself.
John, I'm proud of myself because we made it through the tech drought. That's all I mean,
there's another one coming. Isn't there another tech drought like in the middle of the year that's the worst?
Stop. We don't talk about that now. Yeah, we don't talk about tech droughts now. We're out. That's all that matters. We go day by day.
Any big surprises you think?
I mean, peak performance I think clearly refers to a Mac chip.
Yeah, people talk about how the invites don't typically mean anything, and that's not necessarily true. Like a lot of times the design doesn't mean much.
I'm glad you brought this up.
Like sometimes it doesn't mean it. Like I remember was it October? There was an event last year where we thought it was going to be that one right there, whatever you're on. I'll cut to that. Hang on. This one. Go up.
This one?
No, go up. Sorry, audio listeners. This one.
Right
the
here.
high speed event. Okay. Everyone was
yes.
And me included, was like, oh, this means AirTags. Because the round bubbles, that wasn't the case. It's just a wallpaper. It was reminiscent of the wallpapers that got released. What you see in the invite usually doesn't mean anything too significant, but the words usually do. Like high speed, that was about 5G.
So yeah, this is a very good thing that I've wanted to bring up. I want to go through. So this is an article on Apple Track that I wrote, almost a year ago, because I got really tired of people saying.
So you're like the guy. You would know.
Yeah. People are like, don't read into the invites. They never mean anything. Is that true sometimes? Yeah, that is true sometimes. Sometimes they don't mean anything. And there are examples. If they're not on this list, there were no Easter eggs. I'm going to take you guys back so many years here. Okay, to 2010. You guys ready to go back? Okay.
Thank you for the sound effect.
Come on. 2010, we have a Back to the Mac event. That's the headline. They've got the lion behind it because Lion's coming out. Like, it's clearly about the Mac. That's so obvious. The next one. It literally shows an iPad behind the calendar. Okay?
Oh, dude, these used to be so on the nose.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, it was so nice. And it was like, come to see what 2011 will be the year of. It was the iPad 2. Also the 2 there. The iPad 2, if you guys remember, was insanely hyped. It was my first, because it was the follow-up to the iPad. Like, I don't know. There hasn't been a follow-up to an original product that I feel like that many people cared about, or maybe it was just me that cared about it that much. But this was my first iPad I saved up for over 2 years. I remember following the rumors religiously.
Yeah, I feel like Steve really leaned into the rumors a lot. Like, he would mention them on stage. And the equivalent is like, okay, everyone knows that the iPhone SE is coming at this event or whatever. Just like show the corner of the iPhone SE, but they won't do that.
Or like, come see what's in store and spell C with an SE. Like that would be fun.
Come set.
Yeah. Next up, October 4th. Let's talk about iPhone. Guys, look at the date, 2011, iPhone 4S. Here we go. New iPhone. I mean, like, obviously, let's talk iPhone. They're talking about the iPhone. It tells you the date and the time and the location. Very, very clever.
I have that.
Next up, we go. Wait, what?
I have the iPhone 4S.
Show.
Right there. Best phone ever made. Well, iPhone 4 and 4S, best phone ever made.
iPhone 14 is going to be better, though.
Say what?
iPhone 14 is going to be better, though, because it's going to be the 4.
Nah, nothing will match this. This
I
is
don't know.
perfect.
I feel good vibes. I mean, yeah, that was a great. I think my favorite design is still the 5, but like that was my first phone. Yeah. Okay, next up.
Yeah, the 5 was great too. It's
5
that
was so
slate
good,
gray.
dude. Oh, it was beautiful. Next up. This is in 2012 now, I believe. They have an iPad. Again, very on the nose. You're touching. This is the iPad 3 that they're about to announce with the Retina display. But look, we have something you really have to see. That was when the Retina display came.
Mm-hmm.
See and touch. Okay, very obvious. This one of my favorites of all time.
Yep.
This is the iPhone 5 invite. They literally have a 5 in the shadow of the date of the event. So it's like,
Yeah.
why do they put... Now, I will say they've gotten more abstract in recent years. This one, though, this is something where people would say, this doesn't mean anything. This should brighten everyone's day. Oh, because it's news. No, this was the iPhone 5C event. Tagline was, this should brighten everyone's day.
Oh, we
There's
should
colorful
we should also
circles.
describe it for audio listeners.
Yeah,
or
there's an Apple
blind
logo
people.
with a bunch of colored circles. I mean, come on.
I'm just quietly laughing to myself.
So that's it.
I
No, I'm
said
not
you should
done. We're
explain
only
it
a
for
third of the
audio
way through this
listeners.
article. I am going through every single part of this article because I want to prove a point. Spring forward, dude. Look at this. This is a big deal. I wrote, the tagline alludes to time changing, signaling the release of the long-awaited Apple Watch because we didn't know exactly what time in 2015 the watch was coming. But this was the event where they made it official. Spring forward. It was about time. The watch tells time. Next up, we go to 2016. Okay, this is a big one. This is one where everybody's going to say, this doesn't mean anything. It is a bokeh effect Apple logo, which again is like a lot of circles blurred out.
Yeah.
The tagline says, see you on the 7th. Now, that refers not only to the iPhone 7, but this refers to portrait mode. Like, people will be like, it's just circles. No, guys, this was portrait mode.
Yeah.
Okay? It was portrait mode. I'm so ramped up about this. Here's another super obvious one. Hello again in 2016. This is the horrible MacBook Pro redesign that will live in infamy with the touch bar. Hello again, obviously referring to the new Macs because that's a reference to that. And then this was the marketing wallpapers. This is the shift that I noticed where Apple started including the marketing wallpapers straight in the invites. So I wonder if we'll see some wallpapers sort of like the invite we got today.
But see, again, the tagline means something. It's directly referencing Mac.
Here's this one. Let's meet at our place. Now, this one is kind of an exception. It really just was like their first ever event at Steve Jobs Theater. So,
and then
knew
the
they were probably gonna
iPhone
do
10
something special,
wallpaper.
Yeah, so it was the wallpaper. That one wasn't crazy. This one, Let's Take a Field Trip, was drawn with an Apple Pencil. You can tell that it was sketched, and this is where they announced a new iPad with Apple Pencil support.
Mm-hmm.
Let's Take a Field Trip was them alluding to them traveling to Lane Tech College Prep High School in Chicago, which I think to my knowledge is the only event in like the past 10 years that they went off campus for. Kind of weird to, they also didn't announce that much, but that was a March event.
Yep.
That alluded to. Field Trip also like school. That was a school focused event. Gather Round. Okay, this one was fun. Gather Round was in gold. The text on the thing was in gold.
Yep.
Hey, guess what? This was the iPhone XS event.
What a
Guess what color was
fantastic
introduced?
phone. Mm.
Really? I wasn't that big. The XS.
I have one in the
great
drawer in the
wallpapers, but-
bedroom. One of my favorite phones ever.
I mean, it was
That
just
gold.
the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Like it doing. Yeah,
Chef's
the gold
kiss.
was. I got silver. I love my silver. Or wait, no. What color did I get for the XS? I don't remember. Maybe I did. I think I did get gold actually. Never mind. So that was another illusion. We're almost here, guys. It's showtime. Okay, here's the perfect example. It's an Apple logo with a spotlight. They say it's showtime. Okay, this was when they announced Apple TV Plus.
Yep.
Like direct connection. It's showtime. Here's this one. This one is one of my favorites because they did a lot. They called it by innovation only. The tagline didn't mean anything. This is the multicolor Apple logo that has like the jellies, like green, blue, yellow, red, and purple. Guys, these were the colors of the top and the bottom of the Apple logo were the new colors of the iPhone 11. Genius that they sandwiched everything else. I mean, that's very cool. But like, I don't think the fact that Apple introduced a green and purple was I don't think it was a coincidence. Like they picked those.
No.
Like, are you in agreement with
Yeah,
me
I
that
agree
like
with you.
these
100%.
design choices are intentional, right?
Yes, they always are.
This was, I kind of stretched on this one. I'll be real. I've noticed a trend. The WWDC invites generally do not align with anything they announce ever.
Yeah, I feel like those are harder.
They had Hello in 2020, which is when they announced that the transition to Apple Silicon was happening. But that could have also just, I'm kind of stretching on that one. I've noticed over the years, like I looked at so many invites, the
virtual events have been so good. And like,
yes,
I feel like they're more fun. The invites are more fun, and they're definitely alluding to more things. Like they're not obvious, but they reference more of the event than the other invites did. At least not the ones before, not the ones while Steve was still around, where he was showing the fucking products and the invites. But
And we're gonna finish this in just a second. But John, I got to tell you about something else that I love and that I find just so great.
What do you tell us about that, Sam?
John, I will tell you about Stamps.com
Stamps.com.
Dude, do you hate going to the post office?
Do I who?
Do you hate going to the post office?
Are we allowed to say that? I think I have to be nice to the post office.
You hate going there.
Yeah, I'm not saying going to the post office.
Do you hate the process of going to the post office?
I hate
Would you say you hate?
I hate going to the post office. I hate standing in line. I hate the people at the post office, not the employees. They're great, wonderful. I hate the sticky ass people that just came from Walmart and are now dropping something off at the post office, picking something up.
Dude,
hate the post office.
Time is money, John. So what if there was a service where you could achieve what you would want to achieve by going to the post office? But what if you just went to a place called Stamps.com, a magical corner of the internet?
Okay.
It saves you time, saves you money, and helps you manage your stress. This is like
that would be genius.
It is genius, John, because for more than 20 years, they have been indispensable.
Stamps.com has been around for 20 years?
That's older.
Give it up for Stamps.com. Been around for so
Happy 20th
long.
birthday, guys.
Wow.
Dude, their discounts up to 40% off USPS, 76% off UPS. I'm going to be using them for an upcoming project. Very excited. Because, well, I'll let you know a little secret here, guys. This is not just an ordinary sponsor. They're giving you a 4-week trial, free postage, and a free scale when you go to Stamps.com and use code GENIUS. That is right. Sign up with promo code GENIUS for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital digital scale.
Get a
no
digital
long-term
scare.
commitments or contracts. That's what I like to hear. As somebody that's working on these projects, I don't want to hear you're locked down for weeks.
Yeah.
You got to sign up for a subscription right away. No, I just want to get started, get my hands on the product. And you guys can do that when you go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code GENIUS for this great offer.
Stamps.com. Thank you for sponsoring this episode of Genius Bar. Thanks for being such a great sponsor, long-term
We
sponsor,
love
one of our
you.
favorites. And thanks for giving everyone a free scale.
That's great, man. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish this up real quick because I'm hearing some people, is he still talking about this? Is he ever? No, I'm never going to stop because I'm not done making my point. All right. Here, okay, because now we're getting into the juicy stuff. It's a blue Apple logo, September 2020. This is a middle of the pandemic. Nobody knows what's going on. And this is when we think the iPhone is going to come. Because, John, when's the last time Apple didn't announce an iPhone in September?
Long time.
Years, like 2010 or something, or 2011. So when Apple announces this event, you think it's going to be about the iPhone.
Not
it's
me.
got this weird.
Not
well,
me.
Yeah, we knew. But like,
for like a whole year, I was trying to say that thing was delayed.
I know. You were right. Because they called it
I think
Time
Mark
Flies.
Gurman. Oh no, Mark Gurman did say, he said it was an iPhone event, and then he changed it.
And then
he was like, actually, no iPhone there. I remember that day. Like, for some reason, everyone just assumed, they were like, no, there's gonna be an iPhone. I just know it. I feel it.
I did see the comments. They go, there's no way. I also remember that day because that was the first video I made after the start of the worst year period of my life, because that was after my ex broke up with me.
Yikes.
You guys can go back and watch the video. Just search for like September 2020 I update. Click on the video with that as the thumbnail. It's called September 20th event or whatever, what it really is. September 15th event, what it really is. And
so it's literally just a video capturing you at your lowest point.
Yeah, like I open it and I go, I just got back from a trip. I got out of a very long relationship. but there's an Apple event. And yeah, then my anxiety
Of
for the next
course
year
I
would
am.
be the worst thing I've ever gone through.
Oh,
Anyway,
good.
we'll talk about that another
Okay.
day. So they called it Time Flies. This is a couple things. Obviously, that alludes to the Apple Watch. Next up, the logo was exactly the iPad Air branding. To
Yeah.
the T, same color, blue iPad Air. Okay.
And it was like drawn with the pencil too.
Oh, yes, exactly. And now I'm getting heated, John, because we're onto the high speed event. This is the biggest event of the year. High speed, October 2020. This is the iPhone event. You're going to look at this and say, high speed, okay, maybe faster processor. Okay, there's a number of things about this event. Number one, high speed alludes to 5G. Number two, I bet you didn't notice this, John. You're like, that's an AirTag, right? We all thought that was an AirTag.
Yeah, we thought that was
What
an
if I
AirTag.
told you that that was exactly what the bottom of the HomePod Mini announced at this event looks like?
Oh, hey.
Dead mother trucking ass.
And
That is
also, it was
exactly
the
what the
exact
bottom.
wallpaper, wasn't it? Those were the wallpapers.
Yes, that was also the exact wallpaper, which is, again, going to the theme that they're starting to include the wallpapers on the invites. But also, John, look at these other invites. You know, we've got a white background, gray, white,
Yes.
black and gray, completely black. You want to know, like, all of these, black, white, you know, they're very on or off.
Yep.
You'll notice something. This has a blue background, John.
It does have a blue background because
Almost like they announced the iPhone 12 Pro in Pacific blue. You can flip over my camera for this one, pal. I've got this right in
Pal.
front of me. I'm so heated. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's blue.
man,
I mean,
that,
pretty
I
much the
thought
exact same color.
That phone looked so much better in 2012.
I mean, dude, every time I see it, I'm kind of like, I kind of miss it. I have regrets about getting the white. I'm not gonna lie. I have regrets.
Did you wish you had Pacific Blue or whatever? What's it called? Is that what it is?
I don't know
Sierra
if I wish
Blue.
I had Pacific blue. I wish they had more. Maybe. I kind of wish I had like a slightly. I wish I had midnight green. That was just such a good one. I
Yeah.
didn't get for some reason.
Nah.
Anyway,
I do silver
there's
again.
a couple. I wouldn't do silver again though. There's an AR Easter egg in the November 10th invite. So there was nothing in the actual invite that alluded to anything, but the AR Easter egg, it showed like a laptop opening, which is like where they announced.
I mean, that's
like
what
the
that
two
looks like.
MacBooks. Yeah. So it's like, again, this was in part of the invite experience. They alluded to something. And then I have not updated it since November because, I didn't do any. Okay, this list has to be updated. We'll work on that. Can we cut?
Yeah, the
Cut.
bottom.
I said cut. Get off the screen.
Okay, fine. I'll go away. Here we go.
So what are your thoughts, John?
No, I cut.
Is that how I made you feel?
Yeah, we're gone. So the invites usually do hint to something. It's not like
Did we show the invite on screen yet?
no.
Like the new one? We should do that.
There it is. Peak
So there it is.
performance.
Like, I
So-
think this alludes to something.
I you cannot convince me that the word peak isn't alluding to something.
Especially the way they spelled it, dude.
Yeah. P-E-E-K.
If it was P-E-A-K, yeah, exactly. Like, it's like we're gonna get a little look-see-ucksy at something wumping.
Okay. I feel like the colors are
They've got to match up to something.
I mean, so the colors in the invite last year for April were
Yes.
the same colors like in the Hello logo for the colored iMac. This has to be, unless the iPhone SE comes in more colors, that'd be kind of cool. Because right now it comes in black, white, and red, right?
What? Why are they getting progressively worse at colors?
What do you mean?
I just feel like Pacific Blue on the iPhone 13, whack ass color.
It's Sierra
Red,
Blue.
black, and white only, or Sierra Blue. Thank you. Like, I just feel like these colors have gone downhill.
You think so?
There's
Those
4
are
to
just the
7
Pro models,
different.
though.
Even the standard iPhone 13 colors, I don't think are very good. Like the pink is the light. It looks like me. The pink iPhone looks like me. Okay, that's white, guys. Come on, that's a pastry.
I think the colors are okay, but also they're only doing colors for like the entry level stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like fun colors at least. So
yeah, that's the thing. Even those, I just haven't been thrilled with.
which would make sense if it's iPad Air, because iPad Air can have a bunch of colors. But also, I feel like iPhone SE could sell really well in multiple colors like that.
I would love to see an iPhone SE in these bright, vivid colors.
Yeah.
We've just gone so muted and kind of boring.
I
do
really
love
think
this
the
logo,
iPhone.
though.
I mean, I keep saying this on the show, but I feel like the iPhone SE is a great press release. It's like for the people paying attention to that part of the market, it's great. It's a cool upgrade. It's a nice entry level iPhone. It's a good way to get into the Apple ecosystem. If you haven't yet, it's good for other countries, other emerging markets. It's not good for an Apple event. I feel like an Apple event should be like the latest and greatest. They are showcasing stuff that is new enough to where they have to get on stage and tell us why we should care. We do not need them to get on stage and tell us why we should care about a design that we have had since like 2014, dude.
But don't you care when he does this?
No.
I'm gonna mute that. You don't care when he does this?
No.
I mean, it's like dimension, like the brand. I don't even think that the dimensions mean something. I just think the branding is so
You
good.
notice that the AR thing, like it's coming out of the logo too?
Yeah.
Like it's part of the real world too? You don't think it's AR, right? There's no way.
I mean, here's the thing. It could be. Like it could be. They could.
It would be so cool to get a peek, just a peek.
Peak performance. Gurman had a tweet that said, "I think that it's just referring to 5G peak performance," but I was like,
but the word is peak performance. Maybe, yeah, sure, fine.
I mean, peak could definitely just be alluding to like we're going to show you what we've been working on that we're releasing, not like
I didn't consider that. Fuck. So it could literally be nothing, and they're just like, look at what we got.
Yeah,
but that's not what a peak means. Look up the definition of peak, please, and show it on the screen.
Let's ask Google.
Let's go in deep, okay? Let's take a peek.
Peak means the pointed top of a mountain.
Oh, no, you spelled it wrong.
My bad. Cancel. Delete that editor's note.
Look quickly.
Look quickly. Typically, okay, well, a quicker furtive?
What the fuck does that word mean? Okay, look up that word.
All right, let's see what furtive means.
Does it mean future?
Oh, I spelt it wrong. Furtive. Attempting to avoid notice or attention, typically because of guilt or a belief that discovery would lead to trouble? Who made this shit up? Can people be furtive? If a person's manner is furtive, he or she is acting suspiciously. Secret, stealthy, and sly are all similar in meaning, but they lack this image of a thief's actions.
Bro, what?
So this should be called furtive forward.
We
should title the episode that.
People, no, we didn't know what that word means. No one will know, and they won't click on it.
John, people aren't clicking. We could title this iPhone 14 first look and have it in our hands, and people will be like,
yeah,
these are the Genius Bar guys. I'm out.
All right,
well, we learned.
I want to hold on hope. I want to hold on to hope that there's something cool that we're going to see. Other than that, I mean, we both did preview videos. We both said the same thing. Fucking iPhone SE, iPad Air 5, those are your for sures. The for maybes are like a Mac Mini, M2 MacBook Pro. I would love to see a consumer external display. That would be awesome. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cute to launch with the Mac Mini. I feel like that's the best way to do it. New Mac Mini redesign. Also, here's a new external display so you can see what's on the Mac Mini. I think privacy mentions, maybe a mention of AirTags, maybe an Apple TV Plus mention, and
because this is our last
a mention
episode
for
before.
Ukraine. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so the episode was late this week. Obviously, it's going to be sort of the same thing next week. Because we're recording, we usually put out videos on Tuesdays. The event is on Tuesday, so we have to wait till after the event and post on Wednesday.
What if we posted it that night?
We could.
No,
we haven't killed ourselves yet because that day is awful.
I think I'm only going to make one video that day. So, okay, I want to talk about this because you've inspired me to take on a new channel strategy.
What does that mean?
I have not done anything but a news style video in like 4 months.
Okay.
And I feel like I've noticed more consistency in viewership per video.
Okay.
Like you told me a couple months ago, you were like, I give people exactly what they want. They came for FPT.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to get every time, 100%.
Yeah.
I sometimes do reviews. I sometimes do news. I sometimes do videos where I sit in front of this camera and talk.
And the problem with that is the people that subscribe for a review are looking for another review that you only do sometimes. The people that subscribe for news are there for news and they're not going to watch the reviews. And the people that subscribe for software stuff like tips and tricks, they're going to see a review or a news video and go, what the fuck is this? Or just skip it.
But at the same time, I like making some of those other videos. So I'm just...
Which is important. You should make stuff that you like.
Because like I check back and my iPhone 13 hidden features video has 2 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's exposure I'm never going to get from iPhone 14 first look.
Uh-huh.
No matter what it is.
Unless you have it. Actually, that's not true. I
which-
fucking did that and still only got 600,000 views. So
That's a lot. Yeah. How does that video not get 1 million views?
I
don't
have
understand.
I don't have a single video on my channel that has ever hit 1 million views.
But you have way more dedicated viewers, so I feel like
That's true,
better.
yeah, but I haven't had like a crazy blowout video.
Yeah. But all my
see, the
videos
issue,
that are the
though-
millions are the,
The issue
They're
though
not the
is
news.
that you got how many millions of views did that video get?
2.
So you got 2 million views. 2 million people
Mm.
then have the chance to subscribe based on tips and tricks, which also puts you in a pickle because that's not your usual content. So that
Mhm.
video, like I had an audio tutorial, I remember. I did a tutorial about how I edit my audio, how I process
Mhm.
my audio. That video got like 500,000 views and I deleted it because I did not want to like poison my audience because I didn't want people subscribing for a fucking audio tutorial when I will never do that. So I deleted it.
I feel like that's slightly different
Mm-hmm.
because audio tutorial is zero pipeline
Yeah.
into Apple and tech news.
Also, why did I do that? I'm just like, hey, people that watch
you're
like
a good
watching
person.
tech news. This is how I do my audio.
I'm sure people would love that if you
I
did it
guess.
today. Have you ever thought about starting just like a John Prosser channel where it's like no rules, I upload whatever I want?
No, but I have thought about renaming my channel John Prosser. I don't think that that works until your name is established. I don't think new YouTubers. I love how there's a bunch of new YouTubers that I see all the time where it's like they say something and then it cuts to like this dubstep intro of just their name. Like I'm supposed to give a fuck. Like their name is in
We've all been
lights and
there.
fucking sparkles and shit. Like, who the fuck are you? That's like, if I started my channel, John Prosser, I don't know. I feel like that would have never worked for me. I think Front Page Tech like establishes what it is, gives you it like sets an expectation, and like I think you could change your channel to Sam Kohl now, but I think I Update OS and I Update served you really well, when you were growing.
I thought about it for a while, but I've kind of started to like that it's I Update. Again,
Yeah.
because of you. I'm like, Front Page Tech is kind of cool. It's
Yeah,
like its
I
own
don't
thing.
think I could change it now simply because, that's what I'm known for, and it would be weird if I changed it. I mean, if I did change it, it would still be John Prosser, the channel, and the show on the channel would be Front Page Tech, I guess, but that'd
I've
be
thought
so
about
weird.
wanting to post more on like I think we talked about this where I'm trying to get more into playing the YouTube game. It just frustrates me, and I'm sort of realizing that with everything that I want to do that's hard, you kind of have to play the game a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not at the point.
that's
I'm
our
not
job,
at the billionaire level where I can just like innocently just like do these things without just release something. There's got to be planning and marketing ready, and
Like-
everything's got to be perfect. Like
What were
I
we
can't just
talking
like
about the other
create
day?
something and drop it. I can't
You
draw
and I
a
were like
picture and then
privately
release
texting
it.
back and forth. Oh, I was talking about upload times, like exact upload times.
Mhm.
And you were like, this fucking sucks. Like having to do this is
Yeah.
the worst. Like I figured out that Front Page Tech does for some reason insanely better like at a very specific hour. I used to upload like the earliest I would upload is 8:15. And because I would edit the
So
show
early.
like throughout the night. If I got it done early, I would just schedule it for 8:15 so it went out as early as possible. But some days I would take too long to edit and it would go out around 11 or noon. And I was doing that the last few weeks and views were just declining. Like I was getting hit. So there was a few episodes of Front Page Tech where for the first time in like over a year, they were not hitting 100K. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what is happening? So I started experimenting with times. I remember one of the videos did so bad that YouTube in the dashboard was like, hey man, this video did bad because your audience is not on YouTube at this time. And so I was like, okay, what time are they on? So it shows my peak hour is like 9:30, 9:45 going into 10. So I started uploading right before that peak time. I started uploading at 9:15 a.m. every day, fixed all my problems instantly. And YouTube,
That's crazy.
YouTube says it's in writing that upload time does not affect your views. That's not fucking true. If upload time didn't affect your views, you wouldn't give me that data. I used the data and it worked. So early video momentum is very important for the future success of the video. And so 9:15 it is. I will, like, unless it's like a day like today where I have to wait till 11 for the invites to go out before I post, I will always post at 9:15. Never again.
By the way, for people listening, that depends channel to channel. Like my channel, is I think like around noon. Most people are, which I was thinking about this and I was like, that kind of makes sense because like John Prosser is like a broader tech audience who are like, we go to work at 8 a.m. and we do our jobs and like we're here for the tech. And my people are like, they're coming off like a bender. They're like rolling out of bed at 11, like kind of like me. Like they're like, well, I guess you don't wake up early, but like,
no, dude,
it was just, that was
I
something
woke
I thought about. I was like, I wonder if there's a correlation
before we started this
like,
show.
Your dudes are very like put together. My guys are like, yo, I can smoke this much weed in a single day. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Upload times matter a lot.
So yeah.
Oh,
it's a good metric to look at.
I have some stories to tell you, Sam. Shall we go to? Okay, so we'll do the last ad and then all bets are off. That's the rule, right?
Of course.
Okay, everybody, let me introduce you to. Can we have a drum roll, Sam?
That's the best you're gonna get.
Policy Genius, everybody. PolicyGenius.com. Yeah. Now, Policy Genius offers two incredible services. Sam, which is it today?
John, today it is life. It is life.
Okay,
John.
so the most important one.
It is the most. You can't listen to a podcast if you don't got your life insurance set up.
If you don't have life insurance, just see yourself out and come back when you have life insurance. You have to go to PolicyGenius.com right now, get your life insurance, and come back. Policy Genius makes it super easy. Everyone needs life insurance. You should have life insurance. The problem is it's intimidating. It's overwhelming. There's so much to deal with. It just like there's so much nonsense that surrounds the world of life insurance. Policy Genius makes it super easy. Greatly designed website. Everything's in one spot. They will look through all, if you want life insurance, you got to like go to every single website, look at and put like, I don't know, start a spreadsheet. Could you imagine starting a spreadsheet trying to put quotes down? Like this is this company, this is this company, trying to compare the best ones. And then even if you do that yourself, good luck cutting yourself a deal. Policy
I'd rather
Genius,
die.
Yeah.
And then it would be all for nothing.
Yeah. I'd rather die without life insurance. Policy Genius in one spot will give you a list and compare all the quotes and save you a ton of money on life insurance. They do all the work for you.
I was going to say. I was going to say they just make it so easy because they put it in one spot.
It's all in one spot, Sam. Don't be intimidated anymore.
You know what else is in one spot?
What?
You, when you got a piano falling on your head, and you didn't have life insurance. And now your family's in a tough spot. Because if somebody relies on you for financial support, man, you need life insurance. Just how it is.
It's very, I will say it is from personal experience, not that I have died before, but from...
Well, when she took your skin earlier.
From personal experience, leaving the earth without life insurance when you have people that depend on you financially is like kind of the worst thing to do. It's like, man, I really miss Jimbo, but fuck Jimbo, man. You just left me with all this. I'm like, I really miss you and I'm really sad, but I'm also kind of mad at you at the end. You don't want me to be mad when you die. You just want me to be happy. What?
Yeah.
You just want me to be sad.
Wait. Wait. Oh, wait.
Depends on who you are. Okay, you just want me to be sad. You want me to mourn your death. You don't want me to be mad at you. Policy Genius will ensure that I'm not mad at you. Take care of me, all right? Go take care of this right now. PolicyGenius.com. Get life insurance. Protect you, protect your family, and the people that love and rely on you.
Yes, dude. Go there.
Best Policy Genius out we've ever done. Thank you to Policy Genius for supporting this episode of Genius Bar. Here we go. Woo! Okay.
Woo! All bets are off, baby.
All right.
I'm on fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to get better at
I'm
screaming.
on this side now.
I need to get better at talk. Okay. You hit me with stories. It's story time with John Prosser. Oh, you switch sides. I hate that,
okay. So, I wish this was alcohol.
You can't say that after a life insurance ad.
I have had a fucking terrible week, dog.
I literally asked you before the show. I go, how are you? And you go, I'm pretty good.
Well, because I have to save it. We can't be friends, Sam. Everything that is important, I have to save and say on the show.
So annoying.
Okay. So where should I start? I'll start in order. Sunday night. Or Monday. I don't know. A couple weeks ago, Karina sees this on TikTok. For audio listeners, it is a spray. It's Dr. Teal's sleep spray. All right. It has melatonin and essential oils inside of it. She sees this on TikTok, and everyone on TikTok is like, this knocked me the fuck out. I have been really busy. And I was like, man, she was getting it. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Hopefully it like helps you sleep through it. Cause I fall asleep perfectly fine cause I'm dead ass tired, but I wake up and I'm wide awake. I will have been up for like 24 hours, put my little head down, instantly fall asleep, wake up 3 hours later and I'm fucked.
What?
So I'm like, you know what? The whole point of this spray is that you spray your pillow with it. So you're laying there and all throughout the night, you're like smelling the melatonin. It's getting in your system and you sleep through the night. So I'm like, that would be, bro, that'd be amazing. So we spray our pillows. I was so tired that like, as soon as my head hit the pillow, I fell asleep. So I don't think this helped me fall asleep. I think that, I think I was already tired enough.
Okay.
But also, so this was hard to get because it was trending on TikTok. It was out of stock everywhere. We had to wait like a couple weeks to get it. We get it in the mail.
Crazy.
Okay, so we finally get it right before we try it. So we physically have it now. Right before we try it, we're like looking at like best way to spray your pillow or some shit. Somebody in a video warns you. They say, "Listen, I tried this and I had the worst nightmares of my life." They're like, I don't know if it's this spray or what, but they're like, I'll never use this again. I'm like, okay, that's probably bullshit. It's just one person saying that. Probably wrong. They were right.
Oh, no.
This one person that tried to warn us about nightmares was absolutely correct. The worst experience of my life, Sam. I had sprayed this on the pillow, right? So I sprayed the pillow and I sprayed like the sheets that were up near my face when I was laying down.
See, that wasn't in the instructions though.
Yeah, that's where I fucked up.
So maybe that's where you went wrong.
Yeah, so we spray it. I lay down. I'm instantly like, Karina said within like 20 seconds, she could hear like little baby snores coming out of me.
Oh my God.
She thought I was joking. Because I started snoring so fast that she thought I was just joking with her, but I was really asleep. The problem was immediately I started having nightmares. Like the second I laid my head down, I remember a time where I was conscious. I opened my eyes. I could see the room, the bedroom, but my brain was having nightmares. It was fucking awful and terrifying, dude. And I was conscious enough to realize, oh, fuck. I'm going to sleep now. This is the beginning of my sleep. So I remembered what the person in the video said about the nightmares. So I was like, I'm fucked. I'm going to have nightmares all night. And I was like, I was in between consciousness. So I like couldn't wake myself up. I knew I was going to sleep for 8 hours. And it was like I was paralyzed there. Like, oh my God, I'm having nightmares. I know it's because of the spray, but I can't get up. I know I'm going to sleep for 8 hours now and probably have nightmares the whole time. So I was already terrified. Like, you could see the heart rate data on my Apple Watch elevated. Scared. Out of my mind.
Oh my God.
I end up having this. So the nightmare was like whatever when I was falling asleep. It was scary, but I was like, oh, fuck, this is a nightmare. At some point in my sleep, I start having this fucking nightmare. And I sent myself a voice memo.
Oh, shit.
I sent myself a voice memo. I wonder if I have it somewhere.
I need it.
Hi, I love you, Chuck.
Hang on.
I just had a dream. Karina sprayed this. Well, I guess I sprayed it today.
It's the TikTok viral sleep spray.
I sprayed the lavender Dr. whatever spray. And,
Dr. Teal's.
And I had just had a dream, a really fucked up dream where for Karina and I, we're just walking around the house and it took us like 2 or 3 days to figure out what was happening. Any time throughout the day that included a 2 or a 4, it just skipped it. So everyone else's time our time was moving faster than literally everyone else on the planet, because anything that included the 2 or a 4, not just 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock, it would just skip. So if it was like 1:14, skip. 1:12, skip. 1:23, skip. Anything with the 2 or a 4. It was really fucked up. And I guess 12, like midnight and noon would be included in that too. It was really fucked up and it was scary and we couldn't stop it. Okay, that's all.
Dude, this fucking nightmare.
Oh my God.
So it was like 1 p.m. and it was dark outside. And we were like, what the hell? And so we start looking at the clock because like on Twitter and stuff, people were posting pictures and it was daylight outside, but it was dark for us. And I was like, what the hell, dude? And we start paying attention to the clock, and it took us a couple days in the dream to put the pieces together. The clock was skipping any time that included a 2 or a 4. So again, if it was like 1:12, that has a 2 in it, skips it. So it immediately goes to 1:13. 1:14, skips it, goes to 1:15. 2 o'clock, skips it. 4 o'clock, skips it. And so over the course of a few days, our time was moving faster than everyone else's, and we were aging faster, and everything was fucked up, dude. And my brain is not smart enough to come up with that concept. This spray is crazy. It came up with that shit. That's like a horror movie. That's like some like award-winning director comes up with that concept for a movie. I'm not smart enough to think of that. I've never thought of that. I've never even heard of that happening before. And my brain made up this horrific scenario where time moves fast because the clock is skipping anything with a 2 or a 4 in it. That's fucked up. And so I'm getting old. I'm aging. And my time I'm not even in reality. It's getting dark when it's light for everybody else. I'm isolated in my house and time is moving faster than everyone else's. Sam, it was fucked up.
Right.
Never again.
I want to throw an alternate theory at you. What? You only had the nightmares because that one video stuck in your subconscious. Because your dreams, we know dreams come from your subconscious.
But I started having dreams. I started having nightmares while I was conscious.
So I'm saying this is like a therapy session now. Mr. Prosser.
Okay.
Do you have a fear related to time? Do you fear running out of time?
No, maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's what this is all drudging up.
I don't know. See a therapist. I know that a lot of my dreams, they all dreams come from your subconscious.
Yeah, but
your subconscious doesn't mean like a dream doesn't mean anything. Mm-hmm. It just is. I guess it could, but like, it's. I don't know. I had really wild dreams a couple months ago, I've had this really sad dream
Oh no.
where
Oh, no.
I like remember that my dog died, and then I just start like hysterically crying in front of my parents in the dream.
That
You
is
can
so
laugh, it's funny.
sad, dude.
Yeah, it's super sad. But I don't wake up sad. I'm just like, oh yeah,
Oh,
Maisie's dead.
that's so sad, dog.
Pour one out for Maisie.
As a joke, I almost really poured this out, but I don't feel like cleaning it up. I've poured
You
so
don't
many
have to do
liquids
that.
during the show that I have to clean up afterwards. So I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
you've done that enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I haven't sometimes
That happens to
I don't
me.
know, I haven't any.
Like, my parents died when I was young,
Yeah.
and my mom OD'd. I don't think I've ever said that publicly. Like on accident, she OD'd on prescription medication. She was going through, so she had very bad headaches, and they were gonna a specialist was gonna look at her literally the next day, and she took too many pain meds and died. And I have dreams where I'm in the room and I see her doing it, and I can't stop her doing it, and I just watch her die.
That's so
It's really
fucking
sad, but
horrible.
It's
No,
fucked up
that's
how
fucking horrible.
you dream about Maisie and stuff. It's crazy how
Yeah.
our brain just holds on to that stuff. You'll probably be having that same dream about Maisie 11 years from now.
Yeah.
And then
It's
time will
weird,
start
man.
moving too fast. The clock skips 2 and a 4, and it's all bets are off.
But it shows that we're human, right? Like,
Yeah.
we have weird dreams. I'm sure like the people watching have weird dreams too.
Yeah.
You're just one of us, man.
Share the most horrifying dream you've ever had down in the comments and see what happens.
Share
gonna be
all
fun.
of your trauma in
Therapy session, yeah.
yeah. Therapy
also-
session where we don't give you any advice.
I have been trying to get so that was Sunday night.
Mhm.
Monday, okay, I'm
Oh, that was
supposed
just one day. I'm sorry. Oh,
Monday,
God.
I'm supposed to get a new camera, right? So season 10, upgrade everything in the studio.
It's big. It's gonna be huge.
Most of the things are upgraded, I'd say.
Looks great, man.
Yeah, except for the camera.
So I mean, even that looks
Moment, the brand Moment.
Mhm.
They sell iPhone accessories, amazing brand. They also sell cameras, and so they know about season 10. We're working together. They sent a new camera, a new lens, and stuff. And it was supposed to be here, so it's a Sony camera. And because of the chip shortage, these cameras are super hard to get. They found a way to get me a camera. Like if you go to their website, if you go to anywhere, the camera's not in stock. But they figured out a way to get me the camera. They sent it to me, 2-day shipping. So it was supposed to be here last Wednesday. It got delayed over and over again because of weather or whatever. And because FedEx, if we're being honest. Fuck FedEx. It's supposed to be here on Friday. It doesn't come Wednesday. Okay, so Thursday. Doesn't come Thursday. It's supposed to be on Friday. Doesn't come Thursday. Or Friday. They call me and say, hey, listen, we're really sorry about the delay. It'll be here on Saturday. We usually don't deliver on Saturdays residential for 2-day shipping, but we will deliver it on Saturday for you. Awesome. Cool. I have to be up because it requires a signature. Does not come on Saturday. Wait all fucking Saturday. Okay? Whatever. That's fine. There are worse things happening in the world. I'm not even supposed to have this camera anyway because it's out of stock everywhere. I'm very lucky to be able to get it early. Monday, it's out for delivery. The camera and the lens are 2 different packages because one came directly from supply chain and one came from a warehouse. But both are on the truck for delivery. Okay? Cool.
Okay.
Says delivery between noon and 3 p.m. Awesome. I'll be ready. 3 p.m. passes. 4 p.m. Nothing. I call FedEx and I'm like, hey, wow, what's going on? You said this has been delayed. It's not here. What's happening? Sam, they told me that the shipper, Moment, called them while it was on the truck for delivery and asked them to emergency ship the camera back to them. I call Moment and was like, hey, this FedEx is saying this. I know it's probably not true, but I just want to confirm with you. Moment has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. They're busy. They're doing shit. Like it's a professional business. They don't have fucking time to call. Like, what are they going to call for and say, actually send that camera back? While it's been delayed for a week already. Do you think they're monitoring the delivery and when it gets on the truck, they're like, fuck you, and they call it back? So I call FedEx. Was like, I just spoke with the shipper. That's not what happened. So FedEx is like, okay, that's fine. We will cancel that request, and we will. They could tell I was frustrated. We will personally dispatch a truck out to make sure it's delivered to you today. We'll call you, like right before we get to your house, so you're ready because you got to sign for it.
What?
Okay. No call comes. It's like 8 p.m. and I call FedEx again, and they're like, "Oh no, man, that's halfway back to Seattle." So they did. They stopped. They took it off the truck, and they sent it back. So it is currently in, and they sent it back slowly. So it's in transit, and there's only one. There's none of these cameras are in stock. So Moment has to fucking wait for this camera to get back to them so that they can overnight it again. And FedEx is like, "That's fine. We're sorry about this. Just when you get it, just overnight it. Pay you again? Pay you again to do the service that you failed to do the first time? It's like $100 to ship this fucking thing overnight. So they paid for it already. They're just like, oh no, fuck you. We sent it back really slow. When they get it, just pay us again.
Oh man.
Fucking what?
How do they do that? How do shipping companies even work? Like, I'm amazed that any package gets anywhere.
Like, okay.
How does it work?
Okay, listen, I'm not into particular, like, all I was going to do, because season 10 isn't starting tomorrow. We're still working on it.
When is it starting? What's the date?
We don't know. Ian and I are still working on the fucking background for the show. That's the last thing. So that's kind of it. And that's been hard because I've been so fucking busy. I'm spotty with talking to Ian because I don't have any time. And so it's the worst. And so I was just going to use the camera for Genius Bar. So it would look absolutely ridiculous for a week or two before I start season 10. And so it's not like I need it right now. It's just the fact that they could lose this piece of equipment that is thousands of dollars, that is already hard to get because of a chip shortage.
Yeah.
That you can't just get another one.
Man.
And so I fucking hate FedEx. I hate nightmares. I'm upset. Don't use FedEx.
2 days. You said you had a horrible week.
I thought FedEx was the reliable, trustworthy one. But no, dude, while all this was happening, UPS was delivering shit to my house just fine. Like 2 trucks came that day. They're so reliable, everything is on time, and I thought UPS was the shiesty one. They're not.
UPS.
FedEx sucks. Oh, and my lens came the next day. So how you going to tell me the shipper requested just half of the packages to be sent back?
That
What?
sounds so sus.
Dude, FedEx just fucked up and made this scenario up, and just now they've created a problem for everybody.
That's so
I hate
wild.
FedEx. If you're listening, fuck you. Okay, unless
It's really hit or
watch
miss.
Watch
It's
next
really-
week. We're like, welcome the new sponsor of the show, FedEx.
Would you accept a sponsorship?
No.
What if FedEx DMs you and say we'll pay you $1,000 to retract your story and delete that part of the episode?
Bro, no. The camera's more than $1,000. Just give me the camera.
What if they say we'll give you the camera tomorrow? If you retract the story. See, you got to know what he wants, boys. You got to know what he wants. Money means nothing to this man if he's cameraless.
FedEx is just the worst, dude.
I think I've been hard cucked by both companies. It really just depends on the day and what they're going through. But I've been screwed by.
You've been hard
UPS
cucked by
before.
UPS?
I told you that, I think, a story on the podcast many months ago. I mean, I'm not going to get into it because it's like a long ass story. But long story short,
I just told a
shipped
long
an
ass story.
yeah, but I just don't feel it. It's like there's so
I
many
don't
details.
feel like it.
Long story short, I shipped a used iPhone
Oh,
through
I
them
remember
to somebody
this,
that bought
yeah.
online, and then they were like, "We only found a box. Sorry, bye." And I was like, "What?" And then they were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sorry, it's gone." Like
Sorry.
that was a $700 piece of technology. Like I'm not taking a $700 loss. And they were like, "You can did you buy the insurance?" And I was like, "No, I didn't buy the fucking insurance."
The fucking insurance is such
And
bullshit,
you don't need to
dude.
buy the insurance because they still have a responsibility to get the package there. Long story short, I got refunded from the store owner, like the local branch, for my $700 or $600 because I got $100 from UPS. Is this whole thing?
But aren't you
'cause
like
get 100
a gangster? Didn't you threaten to sue them or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how
But
you
that's
get.
not-
That's
that's
how
not a
you get your
gangster.
money back.
that's just doing what's right.
I
I
should.
wasn't like trying to take advantage of them. I was just like, you guys owe me $700 since you lost my property. You can give me the $700 or we can go to court.
I should have said that to FedEx.
We can have the judge tell you that you need to give me $700 or we can have me tell you they need to give me $700. Like, that's just my perspective on like I've never, both the times or the only other time I sued was the same thing when I sued Amazon.
Yeah, you did do that.
You won, Amazon. Didn't you? That video's up. No, I settled.
Oh yeah, well that's
we came to a mutual
winning.
agreement. You can say that.
Oh,
I will say that we settled.
Okay, Sam won,
and I'm happy with the
settlement.
Terms
is a win.
You're allowed to have that opinion, sure. I would just say that we settled. If I was,
you can, even years later, you can't say that you won.
I'll be honest, I don't know, so I'm just playing it safe.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we settled. I'm happy. I'm happy with the outcome of the agreement.
And Amazon might be acquiring our agency, so they might own us here soon. That's how they get you. They're like, here's a settlement, but also we fucking own you now, bitch. That's what they did.
I mean, listen, I worked with Amazon on some live stream stuff. They're
same.
Cool. I mean,
fuck that place.
Yeah, they're just so ubiquitous. Like you still order things from Amazon, right?
I mean, yes, of course.
Yeah, constantly. I'm not saying
so.
You,
I like
do,
Amazon. But I don't like Amazon Live, which was the division that I worked for. They can suck a fuck.
Yeah, do that, guys.
Yeah. Dude, working with Amazon Live was rough, and I almost needed Policy Genius.
That's all. BetterHelp.
No, I didn't. Skip the BetterHelp. Straight to Policy Genius, man.
So just
end of the road.
Oh, so this event, man. We ready? You excited? Are you excited? You seem kind of. Yeah.
I mean, okay. I was really excited for the last event because AirTags were coming and iMac. You know, I wanted that iMac. I wanted that iMac so bad, and like, I don't know. It was just the feels were different this time last year. Like we were about to get a colored iMac, you know, redesigned. The colors were coming back. I think I had leaked that. I don't know, a couple weeks before the event. Or maybe I don't know how many weeks before that like the nostalgic feel of the colors on the iMac was coming back. That was super exciting, and color me unimpressed with the fucking iPhone SE coming and an iPad Air. Like, okay, I hope it's gonna be a surprise. I'm holding on to hope, but. I
just want to I would give so much money to just fast forward to just see our reactions of the event, so I can know if I'm supposed to be excited. Like I just want to see the first 10 seconds and see what we say.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you have that time travel thing still?
Yeah. Don't worry, the event will just happen and like.
Dude, couldn't you see like what Apple does early if you're traveling faster?
Yeah, I'll just spray this spray again and go for a ride.
But dude, if you could see what Apple's doing, you would be 100% accurate. You could just fast forward, do every event, and then leak like one thing a week. Dude, that's what I would do. I would travel time to if I could time travel. And it was January 2022. I would time travel to March 8th at 2 p.m. my time, which would be right after the event ends. I would know exactly to the T what Apple's going to do. And then I would just leak like one thing a week, and I'd become the number one leaker in the world. Nobody
just
could
like
compete.
That. You probably don't. There was a show when I was a kid called Early Edition. Have you ever heard of it?
Is that like a news show?
No, it was. So Early Edition was about a guy who got tomorrow's newspaper today. So like if there was like tragic accident, train plows through 1,000 homeless people. He could stop it. He would try to save those people the next day because he knew in advance. That was the whole point of the show.
That's cool. That's a good guy.
So if that could happen to me, if I could get a newspaper or some shit that had the event in it, I could leak it.
You gonna leak anything again? You haven't leaked anything in a long time.
Being careful, you know. I mean, I think I told you some stuff in text messages that it's not like I'm not getting information anymore. I'm just not saying anything publicly. Until that Apple Watch Series 7 leak really burned me, man. So I am I'm not saying anything until I have information. I'm going to watch how things unfold, and the more confident I get behind the scenes, the more I will say publicly. But I mean, I have a Pixel Watch and what's it called? Pixel 6a leak. I'm very confident in those leaks, so I'm going to maybe the next episode of From Page Tech. I don't know. That's the cool part about like A lot of these leaks I have so early that I'm not in a rush to say them because I know no one else knows. So
Spicy.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Sam? Are you going to start leaking? Are you going to lack?
Well, I'm not on the list for this year's Apple event, so we're not starting off 2022. I got to start manifesting way harder.
Okay.
Got to start manifesting way harder. But, yeah, I mean, if information comes to me and the people need to know it, then yeah. I just don't really get that much info. I don't really get any info, to be honest.
Have you ever asked for it? You'd be surprised
was a
what
time,
happens when
yeah.
I tweet like, "Hey, if you have any information, message me here."
Yeah, but you're John Prosser.
No,
I
you
also
could do
don't
the
know
same
if I
thing.
want to become a leaker.
Why? Too much stress?
I don't know what I want to do, John.
What do you
What do I
mean you
wanna do
don't
with
know
my
what you want to
life?
do? Aren't you already doing?
I mean, I know what I'm doing now, but there's like a lot of other things on my mind that I'm just like, I watched this Kanye documentary. I'm finishing up part 3 and it just like makes you think about your life, man.
Does it?
Yeah, you're just like,
Isn't Kanye being a little shithead right now? A weirdo shithead?
we don't need to disparage him.
Okay, well, he's being a weirdo shithead. That's what he's being.
I think he's just posting stuff.
He's always been a weirdo, but currently he's being a weirdo shithead.
What do you think? What do you think he's being a weirdo?
The stuff with Kim,
I don't think he's being weird.
you don't think that's fucking weird and wrong and shitheady?
It's not the way that I would handle a relationship. Yeah,
He's
but
fucking nuts, bro.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's just like he's obviously very hurt and that he's taking it out. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying like,
You know that
lot of
ex that
people-
just showed up in my bathroom while I was naked? I got out of the shower and she was just there.
that would be something.
Would
he'd
you say
probably
that's
do.
fucking sus?
That's real sus.
That's basically what Kanye's doing, except he puts albums out and is famous.
Yeah, but his music's so good.
Okay,
Your,
but
ex,
he's
your ex's album
the,
sucked.
the best. Yeah, the best albums come from weirdo shitheads anyway. Michael Jackson, best artist alive, kind of a weirdo shithead.
He was a weirdo. I don't think Michael Jackson was a shithead.
He wasn't really a shithead. I don't know if it'll start shit in the comments, but I'm a firm believer that man was innocent.
Mm.
Yep. Firm believer.
It's tough, man. That's what Janet says.
And listen, man, Michael was cool. I'd let him touch me if I was a kid.
Can't say that. Can't say that. All right, let's make fun of
it's
child.
not
I made a
okay.
KKK
No, it's not
joke
funny.
earlier.
I
We
shouldn't
made
have
Russia
made a
Ukraine
joke.
jokes.
I retract.
I hope
it,
everyone
okay?
knows that.
Do I have any sound effects for this?
I hope, John. Here's a plot twist. We're the weirdo shitholes. This should just be like the entire podcast. It's just like two white guys stumble through life facing no consequences.
Bro, that is the podcast. That's us
that
every
is
week.
the podcast. Like, it's not fair.
That should be the new description for Genius Bar.
Two white guys stumble through life facing no consequences while eating candy.
Oh, that's another thing to fucking have. We don't just stumble through life on the podcast, bro. For the Genius Cloth, when we were getting ready to sell the Genius Cloth, Sam is like, "Hey, Shopify wants the tax information for this," and I tell Sam, "Oh man, bro, that's fine. Just use my EIN for Front Page Tech, because I have an LLC." We get the tax documents, and for some reason, past us did not remember that Shopify asking for tax information was for taxes. And so now the entirety of the Genius Cloth sales are on my EIN. So
And I will see you guys on the next video.
I have to fucking file it myself.
But it's
God
in my
damn
name.
it.
So we're both legally covered. Like, it might be
Wait,
your
it's
EIN,
in your
but it
name,
says,
but in my EIN?
it says my legal name.
Okay, then. So Sam, you know what that means? They
What does that
cancel each other out. We don't have to pay it.
Yay! We did it.
Yay!
We beat the IRS, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my accountant this week to figure that out. Although she sent me an email 2 months ago. Did I forget to reply? No, I was in my inbox. I just decided not to reply. And now she's ghosted me for 3 days. So we're gonna send Kathy. That's an accountant name.
Kathy,
Kathi.
Yeah. Or
She's great. She's great,
Brenda.
but it's an
That's the
accountant
most
name.
accountant name you could have. Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda.
Yeah. Brenda Kathy. Kathy Brenda.
Kathy Brenda.
Yep.
Wow. We had the
Okay.
same mind.
Is
All
there
right, well,
anything
I'll
else
see you
we
at this
should
Apple
talk
event,
about?
man. Are we gonna do a pre-show or anything?
Uh,
Or are we just gonna chill?
so I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really checked the group thread that we had. Brian Tong was messaging us. Are we gonna do Brian Tong's podcast? Or are we gonna do his pre-stream? Do you know?
We're doing the podcast
Okay.
tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Tomorrow. Okay, good.
Yes, you should put that on the calendar.
And so the pre-stream, does that leave? Are we gonna do a pre-stream? Should we do one? Should we not?
Well, I was just thinking, it's like we're giving away too much for free if we're doing the pre-stream.
I mean, we could do super
Like, we gotta
chats.
do
That's
our
not
own
free.
pre-stream. Yeah, but then he gets all the money.
No, not Brian Tong's pre-stream. I'm saying since we're doing Brian's podcast, do you and I
I love
want to
you,
do
Brian,
a
by the
pre-stream
way.
on our own?
We could, yeah.
That kind of sounds terrible, but
We don't have to do it. I just know last time you did one, it was our first ever video appearance on Genius Bar, and you drank glass cleaning fluid.
no, just straight up rubbing alcohol.
That's what you drank. Did you get drunk?
No, I spit it out. I think I had no eyebrows and I drank rubbing alcohol, dude. It looked like a crisis.
I'll say this at the end, but yeah, I haven't said this publicly.
Uh-oh.
Our first video podcast of Genius Bar,
Okay.
I think I did say this on the podcast. I was having an unironic panic attack.
Oh yeah,
entire
you have
episode.
said that.
If you go back and watch, it's uncomfortable.
I think we probably talked about this, but I'm going to ask again. Were you nervous about the first video show, or was it just a bad day to have the video
No,
thing?
it was one of the more terrible mental days I've ever had in my life. Like, my anxiety, OCD
Aw,
was
Sam.
off the. I wasn't on meds yet, so it was like unmedicated.
This is me coming in to give you a hug aggressively.
That's how my head felt that day, dude. I remember I recorded a video and then I tried to take a nap, and my heart was just pounding. Like, my anxiety was so bad I couldn't fall asleep. And
Then
I was like, I gotta do this
Dr.
podcast,
Teal's
which-
sleep spray.
that would have been great a year ago.
That would have been
Um,
worse, dude. Just having fucking nightmares.
Yeah, wait, I'm like panicking it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that episode was. There were a few episodes of the Genius Bar where I was having a panic attack.
We need like a code word, like a safety word.
Yeah, but I don't want people to know. I'm only comfortable telling
That's
you.
why it's a
year
safe
later.
word, so only I know it.
Yeah, but I don't want you to change. I don't
But
expect the
if
world
you're
to change.
struggling,
because
I'll
I'm
get
going
us
through
out the
rough time.
fucking door early. Bro,
Well, I
you're my
think-
best friend, okay, Sam? If
I
you
appreciate
think
it.
I
love
give
you,
a
bro.
fuck about the audience getting an hour and a half Genius Bar if you're having an anxiety attack during the show, I will rip our asses out of there so quick. A half hour, in and out.
I'll let you know next time.
They still get an episode, and I go in like Saving Private Ryan and come get you out.
That's great. I don't remember that sound effect. Do I have any other new sound
No, I've
effects?
never heard that come from your soundboard before. SpongeBob?
That's SpongeBob. That's the perfect way to end this episode. And then I had a panic attack.
Oh, speaking of taxes, so I got this paperwork.
Oh.
I probably I can't. No, I'm not gonna show the paper. But I got a paper
Yeah.
from
About what?
I don't know who it is, but it is apparently from whoever this is. I made $41,000 last year from it. Don't know who it is. That doesn't sound like a portion.
It's a lot
I
of
don't know
money.
what portion of what this is. I don't know what this is.
That's who I didn't get a tax document from.
What?
I didn't get one from them yet.
Who? Oh, okay. Is it who I think you
Yes. You saying that made me realize that
do they support multiple streaming services?
They do. Is their website still up?
Is my picture still on their
It
website?
is. Yep.
We scroll down. Oh, good. Okay.
Not me doing a testament and writing up a nice write-up and saying, great, thanks, we need it tonight, and then it never going on the site. I don't want it on the site
We
now,
need it
but, like,
tonight. $42,028.
That's a lot of money, man.
And,
You wish.
Don't know who it's from.
It has to say a name of who
It does. So it does, but it's not anything I recognize. So it's like somebody's
Tell me off the
using
show. I'll
this.
try to help you. I'll see if it matches.
Somebody's like
Wait.
using this as like a blanket company or something, an umbrella company. I don't know. But I cannot
maybe it
think
is
of who
them.
I made. Obviously, this is just a portion of my income last year, and I don't know who I made $41,000 from.
Is it
42,000. Sorry.
Is it like XVI something holdings?
No,
Okay, because I was gonna say that's Google.
no, and I made 42,000 from Google.
No, I know, but I had a situation.
Well, I sounded like
where-
such an asshole. I'm sorry. I will cut that out.
No,
Oopsies.
I had a situation where I got 2 things from AdSense this year for some reason,
Okay.
and they were different amounts, and I was also confused.
because Apple Track.
I think, or because the Genius Bar channel.
Oh yeah, maybe.
You want to hear something sad?
What?
We made as much from our YouTube channel the entire year off of YouTube AdSense as we did from a single month of the sponsor reads.
You mean for Genius Bar, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's like, should we just turn ads off?
Might as well, dude. That would actually save people. We might as well, because they already sit through ads on the show. But the views go way up.
7 cents.
Ads are back.
We're such scum, but we sound like all we care about is money. I don't actually care about money. I'm just trying to buy a Lamborghini. That
I don't
means
care
I care
about
about money.
I
But
just,
like, it's gonna be so cool when the doors go. The butterfly. Oh, I can't wait.
no, bro. I owe.
Do you want to
I
donate to
owe
my Lamborghini
taxes.
fund?
I owe taxes on $42,000, and I don't know who paid me that.
Oh, that was also from Shopify. I had to send it your way.
Doesn't say Shopify on it.
I actually put your EIN on all of my stuff. I hope you don't
Okay,
mind.
that would explain it. Okay.
Oh. All right.
Well.
Well, this episode was fun.
Yep. Oh, by the way, these are the best Sour Patch Kids. I just want everyone to know.
What flavor?
So these
This
are
is
the
a candy
super.
podcast.
These are the super extreme ones. But listen, you can get super extreme ones in a lot of different ways. Like they sell massive family-sized bags of them. It is not the same. For some reason, these boxes, these movie theater like themed boxes of the super extreme Sour Patch Kids, are by far and away. I've never even said by far and away again. That's how you know I'm serious. I never said that before, but and that's how you know. These are by far and away the best sour candy, the best version of Sour Patch Kids. They're perfectly sour, like the perfect amount of sour. Sour Patch Kids Extreme in any other variety, in any other box or packaging, they're not that sour. These are pretty sour at the beginning. They're nice and sweet at the end. These are the best Sour Patch Kids. Not a sponsor, but they're great.
Thank you. You know, we should start doing a weekly candy review.
My review of Sour Patch Kids Super Extremeness.
No,
great.
you just did it. You did, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
well, that was
it's great.
That was like a double review. Good job. Good
Do you
job.
have any
Okay,
candy
yay, we
reviews
love
today?
them. All right, bro. Well, are we riding out?
Yeah, we're riding out in the sunset.
My code word is gonna be Madagascar.
Okay, if I hear that, I'll know to get us out. So are you saying it now? Should I get us out?
Hold on. Madagascar.
Bye.